A certain element of trust is helpful to you, an expectation that things are really going your way, that things are really working out for you. No matter how it looks in any moment, your trend is mostly satisfying. Your lives are mostly satisfying just because the sun comes up every morning. That alone is significant. The Earth keeps spinning in its orbit, which is huge when you compare it to everything else on your list. There's so much to be satisfied about. The economy, the movement of dollars, the way resources move around, your access to food and well-being. There is so much going well for so many. If you step back far enough to remember that, let that be your basis, whether you're thinking globally, nationally, or personally. Even with many things to worry about or complain about, there's way more to be satisfied with. It's funny because people ask, how will I know? It's funny because people ask, how will I know? And we say, you'll feel good. It's amusing that we have to explain that your guidance system works because it feels good to feel good. That's why you want to do it. It feels good. The very thing your guidance is saying feels good. Oh, well, then I'll do it if it'll get me to where I want to be, they say. Well, yeah, but in the meantime, you'll feel really good. All right, as long as I get to where I'm going. But you'll feel good. You'll feel good. I heard you the first time. I acknowledge I will feel good if I get into the receiving mode. I will feel good, and then I'll get what I want. We say you're always in some point of manifestation, so why not just decide that your intention, your goal, is to feel good? That's what you're here for the joy of feeling good. Life is demonstrating to you all day long what your vibrational mix is. What a lovely gift that is, because you want to know what your mix is, don't you? Your emotions will tell you. My sensitivity to my emotions could be better. I could be more sensitive to my emotions so I could catch it in the earlier, subtler stages. You know how you do that? When you spend time every day, 7 minutes is enough. In meditation, you acknowledge what the receptive mode feels like. The more aware and alert you are to that sensation, the more less satisfying emotions will stick out like sore thumbs, and you'll catch them in the earlier stages. Say to yourself, I'm going to sit for 7 minutes and reach for a place of satisfaction. Everything we're talking about here today is about you tuning yourself so that you consciously know what satisfaction feels like. If you're not really aware of what it feels like to be satisfied, you might find yourself in an unsatisfying conversation and not even notice it. Sometimes it's a subject with a lot of momentum, so it feels normal, justified, and practical. You're always under the influence of something. If you're not under the influence of pure positive energy, if you're tuned to something less satisfying, you might be aware of it, but find it hard to change the station in the moment. It's more about what you prepare in advance and how well you maintain it, rather than having a knee-jerk response and then trying to pivot away. Most of you are under the influence of people around you because they're vivid, real, and alive. They're talking and have opinions and they're entertaining. It's not easy to tend to your own vibration in this world. You have to do it on purpose. You have to know what satisfaction and dissatisfaction feel like, care about which one you're in, and practice satisfaction until you can feel satisfied under any and all conditions. Sometimes there are issues so big that no matter how practiced you are at alignment, you might know it will take you from your alignment. Don't make that sacrifice. We would rather see you in a state of appreciation than meditation, because you can't meditate all the time. You want to be out in the world collecting data. Step 1 is to ask. Contrast helps you do that. Step 2 is source answers. That's not your work. Step 3 is to feel good and get in the receptive mode. That's your dominant work. Step 4 is being really good at Step 3. Step 5 is when life comes at you, you see something you don't like, and you feel negative emotion. But you're not mad at yourself because you know this new contrast is causing you to give birth to a new desire, leading to expansion. We don't want to talk you out of having negative emotion. We just want you to manage it and know what it means. Negative emotion means you're not vibrating as resistance-free as you could be. Do something about it, but don't struggle against it. Sometimes a situation is so big that you have to change the subject and let it wither from lack of attention. Focus on the best aspects of a situation. When you're in the receiving mode, your leverage from alignment is massive. It's simple. Be satisfied rather than dissatisfied. Turning your mind this way will help you be there more often, changing your point of attraction and leading to new manifestations. We're not asking you to dig up and change old beliefs. Just bridge them and let unhelpful beliefs dwindle away while accentuating those that serve you. Understand what emotional guidance signs are so you can tell how close you are to a manifestation, wanted or unwanted. Practice meditation, the receiving mode, and acknowledging satisfaction. If you feel strong negative emotion, don't move forward. You're not in a good vibrational place. Train yourself to understand your guidance all the time. When you're in the receiving mode, you'll receive impulses that keep you in the path of least resistance. For example, Esther once made a wrong turn in San Francisco, which ultimately kept her and Jerry from a major accident. Things are always working out for you, and when you maintain a satisfied attitude, you align with positive outcomes.
Focus on satisfaction, and that satisfaction fades. Your leverage from alignment is first. Satisfaction.